Welcome back! Here we are in Zora's domain once again, and now that Twilight no longer covers the Littering province, we'll be able to get some collection stuff for now. We will be returning to the Zora's domain later in this chapter to get even more stuff, but right now there's one thing we can conveniently get as long as we're in the area. Jump down into the water and swim over to the west side, assuming you're playing the Wii version like I am. It'd be the east side if you're playing the GameCube version, and start climbing your way up. Here there's a grassy area, and there are one of the two golden bugs found in this area, the male Dragonfly. The female counterpart is nearby, and we'll be getting that in just a moment. If this thing causes you problems trying to get it, you can just use the Gale Boomerang and bring it down to you so you can grab it. Head off to the right side now, and you'll find a small chest. Open it to get a yellow rupee, which is worth 10. I actually forgot about this one when we were here earlier as a wolf, so shh. That's all we're going to get in this immediate location for now, so jump back into the water and swim down Upper Zora's River. Now you'll notice that right there was a blue lantern that was giggling, and it tried to attack me. You've probably seen a few of these in your travels thus far, and I actually mentioned it in the previous video, and it is called a pulsol. It's another one of the collection items of sorts that is found in this game, similar to the golden bugs. We can't actually do anything about them at the moment, but later we'll be able to gather those later on in the game, so just make note of its location for now. We will be returning here later to go grab that. Once you arrive in Upper Zora's River, you want to swim to the land to the north side of your map and head over to the building that is straight across the way. And you don't want to talk to Izza just yet. We will be doing that here in just a moment. But right now, what we're really interested in is the other golden bug, which is, as you can see, because it's night, is right up against that bridge. So you want to use your Gale Boomerang and bring it over to you. And this is the female Dragonfly. Yay! Next you want to head over to the door that is in the northmost portion of the area, and you can check out the sign if you like to see that it is Hena's fishing hole. Now if you read the letter that we got from the postman earlier in the game, you'd recognize that name, as it talked about it for a little bit. This area is totally optional and is not required for the main quest of the game at all, so it's more of an entertainment than anything else, and it's pretty much an expanded version of the fishing pond from Ocarina of Time, which was a cool feature that that particular game was really known for. For now, you want to head off to the left side of the area, and you'll come to a little bridge. You can read the sign if you like, which tells people not to toss empty bottles into the water. I think it's funny, it says, "The fish are crying because of this." Anyway, this is a clue that we can find an empty bottle in the water here, which is awesome because those items are very valuable. So get out your fishing rod, and you can start fishing in this smaller pond on the cliff side of this bridge. Sometimes it takes a few tries, but it seems like you find it less tries if you get like as close to the edge of the bridge as possible, so you get a lot of range with your fishing pole. I'm not really sure if that really makes a difference or not. Anyway, once you've acquired the third bottle of the game, you want to start heading south and enter the building that's found there. This is like the main part of the fishing pond or whatever. One cool feature about this area is that the seasons change every time you enter, so it may jump between winter and summer in one entry, and all the trees will change colors. So it actually changes seasons like really, all the time, which is kind of scary. It's like, is time really passing that fast? I'm not sure if the seasons really affect your fishing or not, but I know that if it's raining and such when you enter, and then you'll have an awesome time fishing when you catch. You'll get a real big one. Near the entrance of this area, there's a sign that says that sinking lures are prohibited. This is another thing that is returning from the previous Zelda title, Ocarina of Time, in which you could find this hidden lure and use it to essentially cheat. The sinking lure sinks down into deep water, thus the name, making it easier to catch bigger fish, which hang out in deeper water. As soon as you enter the building, Link will stare around the room as if appalled. I don't know if it's just that he's never seen so much fishing stuff before. There's a little game off to the right that you can play that if you can play if you like. It costs 5 rupees to play, and you get 10 rupees every time you complete a level. It's a lot like Marble Madness for the Nintendo Entertainment System, and it's totally optional and quite lengthy, so I will not be including it in this walkthrough. There's a ton of stuff that you can check out in this room using C, and you can look at them, and Hena will tell you about them. One cool thing is there's a picture on the wall of her supposed relative who's actually the owner of the fishing pond from Ocarina of Time. So cool little Easter egg they added in there for those of you who have played that game. Moving along, you can chat with Hena, and you can pay her 20 rupees to play in the fishing hole. This game comes with a canoe and a better fishing rod that you can use to simply catch bigger fish that are found here. Now, the first time Hena actually acts as a guide, she will follow around with you and give you tips and such on how to use the fishing rods and how to catch bigger fish and such. So take advantage of that. She's only here for the first time, but once you appear in the canoe, you want to simply paddle forward and follow the instructions on the bottom of the screen on how to use the fishing pole. So up ahead you'll see that there is a piece of heart that is up on the cliff right here. So you want to use your Wiimote to fling it forward and then use your nunchuck to reel it in. Once you grab it, you'll get the 14th piece of heart. Oh yeah! With that, I'm going to actually leave. Like I said, this area is totally optional, and there's no more real in-game items, so to speak, that can be found here. You know, there's a bunch of different stuff you can earn here, but they're all fishing pond related, so, you know, it's not like there's no more cool items that we can get that will help us in our main quest. So I will actually be leaving here. The rest of this area is totally optional. If you decide to hang out here and stuff, you can check out the fish in the tank that is off on the left side. Since I've only caught green gills so far using the fishing pole that I got from Colin, there's only little guys in here. So all the fish you've caught here will be stored here in this tank, which is odd since, like, when you use the other fishing pole, you know, it like releases them and they fall to the ground and stuff like that. So why are they in the tank? So go ahead and leave the fishing pond, and like I say, this area is totally optional and you can come back here anytime you want. Now, Hena is the sister of Koro, the lantern salesman in Farron Woods. She's also the sister of Izza, who owns the Rapid Ride, which is just ahead. So you can talk to her, and she'll mention that the business is temporarily closed. What a bummer! So with that, you want to go ahead and turn around and begin walking away. You'll be interrupted by some shadow beings that are falling from the sky. So Izza will scream, and we'll be left to fend for ourselves. Oh no! Oh gosh! Oh no! Anyway. As always, you want to pick off the one that's off on the side, and then you'll be able to tackle the remaining ones that are fairly close together. This should be easy for you, and Link's spin attack in the Hylian form is actually really nice for this area, or for tackling these guys, because it has some pretty intense range, unlike his form in wolf form. Once they're defeated, we will gain another warp portal, which isn't that useful in my opinion, since we already have the one up in Zora's domain, which you can just, you know, you warp there and you can just jump in the water and you can be here in Upper Zora's River in, like, I don't know, 30 seconds, you know? So is this one really necessary? Because the other one you could just jump in the water and then you're like already here, practically. Anyway, Izza will be very impressed with you and how you handle those things, and she'll say you're quite the champ. She'll let you inside the building. That's all the time we have for this video, folks, so join me for the next one and we will help Izza out.